According to ancient mythology and literature, on every human shoulder there exists an angel and a devil. The angel represents consciousness and the devil representing temptation. For all of us sitting here right now, our biggest devil, our biggest temptation is procrastination. Procrastination is often referred as the devil and the kidnapper of souls and the recruiting officer of hell. So let's get to the real question. How many of you are procrastinators? The rest of you who are not raising your hands are just procrastinating on doing so. Well, let me break it to you. Mel Robbins once said, "You are not a procrastinator. You have a habit of procrastinating." Big difference. Because if it's a habit, then we can break it using science. You see, I always thought that procrastination has to do something with the thing we're procrastinating around, right? Like school or work. But believe me, procrastination has nothing to do with school or work. Procrastination is a form of stress relief. Let me explain this. Let's say you have some stuff going on in your life. And who doesn't? Maybe your teacher gave you extra homework for the weekend, or you put all your savings into Bitcoin and now that that's crashed, you're stressed out about it. Procrastination comes in two types. There's chronic and acute. Chronic procrastination has a deep, strong, permanent psychological cause in your mind which cannot be so easily eliminated. It can be done, however, it takes a lot of patience and hard work. On the other hand, we have acute procrastination, which is caused by small energy or mood swings throughout the day, or other psychological triggers which aren't a steady natural part of your cycle. We're going to stick with acute. Procrastination is referred as an assumption that God owes you another opportunity to do something that you already had time for. Like I said before, it is very important for you all to hear this and repeat it to yourselves. You are not a procrastinator. You have a habit of procrastinating. You see, all habits come in three parts. First, there's the trigger. In the case of procrastination, the trigger is always stress. And then there's a pattern. In the case of procrastination, your pattern is to avoid doing work. And then there's a result. You get some stress relief. So the only way to break this habit, you guys, is to not deal with the trigger. Because you're never going to get rid of stress in your life. But you can 100% change the pattern of avoiding your work. So the next time you're in a situation where you find yourself hesitant, maybe you spent way too much time checking out highlights from last night's score, I want you to go like, oh, I must be stressed out about something. Acknowledge the stress. Then count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The reason I want you to count yourselves is because I want you to interrupt the habit that's stored in your mind and awaken your prefrontal cortex. Then I want you to work for 5 minutes. The reason I want you to work for just 5 minutes is because your problem isn't working. Your problem is the habit of avoiding your work. So the next time you will be following this, I know that if I can get you all started, then 80% of you all are going to keep going. And that's pretty cool. The next technique to stop procrastinating is time management. An important concept of time management is that you not only manage your time, but you also consider your energy levels. However disciplined you are, we all have our peak productive days and our not so productive days. We have our super productive hours and our less productive hours. So sometimes we have to just accept the fact that we're simply not in a state of being productive, which is okay because we're all only humans. Do other easier tasks until your energy levels rise. The next technique to stop procrastinating is my personal favorite, rewarding yourself. Set a list of tasks that needs to be accomplished in a day and a reward that you'll receive as and when your tasks are accomplished. This will give you a kickstart to get your gears turning. This means refraining from your social activities and indulging in your favorite treat until your job is done. We all will have many excuses to not do the things we really should be doing. Make a stand and say no more. Put those thoughts in the back of your mind and start doing what you really should to make the most out of your life. There is always a way to get what you want. We become what we do. If we repeat the same lazy old habits, we will become stuck in them, never progressing. So start creating the habit of furthering your goals and becoming successful. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's do it now because procrastination is the devil of success. Over to you.